And once we learned this lesson, it changed everything about van life for us.
We might not always eat here because we actually like to eat outside.
It's kind of unique and really cool is we can extend this back bed out to become a king size.
We can dance around each other with plenty space.
Hi, we're Matt, Erin, Amy and Taylor.
And this is our van. Come check it out. Welcome inside our van. This is Vanilla and this is her kitchen. We have a gas hob, 2 plates. In fact, we'll probably go electric next time or induction. All the campsites in South Africa, you can mainly plug into onshore power. So you're actually paying for it anyway. So we thought we'd go induction and have a spare gas canister for outdoor cooking. We have a basin with hot and cold water. Inside here is our geyser, which is a hot water maker, and it's a gas geyser, which activates on the use of the tap. This is our fridge. It's massive and holds 95 liters, and it can be freezer fridge or fridge, whatever you want. It holds plenty food. In fact, food still goes missing in this fridge and you find it in the dirty corner. Often if we're going to be on a big trip away from shops, we actually make it fridge because we don't use that much freezer stuff. It will survive a few days on our solar panels easily, actually, as long as the clouds behave. On the other side, we've got a massive drawer with appliances. So we have a trusty air fryer, which we can use when we're plugged in. And we love our Thermomix because it cooks everything and does everything. And our gas kettle. And we've got our cutlery drawer, holds all our cutlery. And then just general extra storage. These baskets are for general storage and they hold our knives and other extra cooking bits. And they were actually repurposed from our first house in Johannesburg. Then we moved to Pringle Bay and they came with, and now they're in this house. And then this is our vegetable storage. So we get to hold a lot of fresh food. It's really important with kids to have food on hand at all times. And then I make these little hammocks and they're great for holding fruit and they swing nicely while you're driving. And then we always have a little fruit basket as well. You always need something on hand. And then we bought this cute little bread bin and we actually screwed it down onto the tabletop and it just holds bread or general nonsense. You always need a nonsense spot no matter where you live. And then over here we've actually got a slide out pantry for even more food, whatever we can jam in there. So this is our spice rack and we used to just shove them everywhere, and then Matthew managed to bend these. He did they soak the wood in water and you bend it. It was all a thing. It was quite amazing. So these are all our spices. We love cooking, so the more we've got, the better. And then up here we've got some clothing storage above the kitchen, extra pantry storage, our plants. We travel with plants everywhere we go. This was my project in the van. This took me so long to do. Instead of using grout, we used silicone and Sikaflex to actually glue it onto the wall. So it took quite a bit of time and a lot of patience. We've always wanted these honeycomb tiles. So we finally got to put them in this kitchen. We were very fortunate enough to our van came with a skylight. And it's actually really amazing to have that. You don't always have to have your lights on, and it gives nice natural light. And you can see the stars at night too. The favorite part of the kitchen is the countertop space. These are barucha tabletops, and they're actually repurposed from leftovers from our house that we built in Pringle Bay. I love being able to do something here and something here. And in fact, Matthew and I cook together in here. We can dance around each other with plenty space.
We've always loved road tripping. It's always been our thing. We decided to build a house, and for 2 years, then with COVID, we didn't have any traveling, which drove us nuts. And we started to think about how we could do that more after COVID. So we decided to build a van. I mean, there's not a lot of vans available that have that don't have significant mileage on them. But we found this one. It was one of 8. At a dealership, and we got a really good deal after explaining to the dealership what we were going to do. They loved the idea, and they ended up giving us a massive discount, more than we asked for actually. We ended up getting 380,000 rand, and we spent around 140,000 Rand on it. That's not entirely fair because a lot of the stuff, you know, a lot of the materials was left over from building our house, our kitchen counters, a lot of the wood, all that kind of stuff.
Building.
Yeah, so it would have been a little bit more expensive than that had we bought absolutely everything. But I think we did it really well and really cheaply because we built so much ourselves. So we didn't have to pay any outside people for anything, which made a massive difference in the end, I think.
Huge.
And this is our bedroom. It's cozy and it is supremely comfortable. We absolutely love it in here. It was one of the things when we built the van, we were a bit worried about it, you know, trying to fit 4 people in and give everybody their own spaces without taking too much space in the van. But it ended up being our little haven that we escape to all the time, which we absolutely love. So we had the mattress custom made. It is based off our mattress that we had at home, which we absolutely love, but obviously it's a different size. So we ordered the foam specially. It has memory foam on the top and then latex foam underneath. So comfortable. And then up here we've got our 2 kids' beds, and they love it. They love their little spaces. You know, it's a bit tight, but they you know, they kind of treat it as a cave, I think. So that's really cool. Yeah, so the kids' beds are quite unique because obviously when they're sleeping up here, you know, they need their space. But a lot of the time, especially if it's raining or something, or we want to have a lazy Sunday, we like to all chill at the bottom together. So these actually fold up and go out of the way, and then we can actually turn our bed into a day bed. So it's more of a couch setup, and it's really nice. What we have back here, we've got some little touch lights for reading. We've got LED mood lighting. We've got USB ports everywhere. So yeah, we love it here. The bed also, we can either sleep like this, where we sleep sideways, and then it's kind of a double bed, or we can open up the back. We've got a big tent that goes, and we can extend it out, and then it's an extra length king size bed, which is amazing and super comfortable, but not always waterproof.
Welcome to the front side of the van. Over here we've got our toilet for emergency use. All the campsites do have really nice bathrooms, but having kids, you know, and it's raining, you might not want to run outside. So that's just our quick use bathroom. These are the seats, and this is where the kids sit while we drive. We got them custom covered in leather, and we actually got ISOFIX installed as well. So their car chairs actually clip in, we know they're safe. And then underneath is the toy bags. And then over there we keep a fan for when it gets really hot at night, and it's nice to have circulating air, and our leveling blocks. And then these little cupboards over here we use for the kids, for books and school materials. And we've also got USB ports everywhere, and we've got a 220 volt plug point over there as well as over here. So we're covered when it comes to using them. So this is a multi-use screen. It mainly gets used as Matthew's work screen, and his computer actually sits behind the seat. He sits there, we set up the table, and he works. We've also got a table that goes over here. It mounts over here. It can mount over here, and it mounts outside the van. We've also got 2 sizes, one long one and one shorter one. So we've got a lot of dimensions that it covers. This space gets used every day. We might not always eat here because we actually like to eat outside, or by the end of the day we actually end up eating in bed because we're all over it. We do invite other van lifers in, and we all sit around, especially when the weather's bad. We can all grab a seat.
I think it's appealing to a lot of people, you know, when they see it on Instagram and YouTube and all that kind of stuff, you know, because it looks amazing, and it is amazing, but it's hard, you know, there's a lot you have to deal with. The one thing that we learned, and once we learned this lesson, it changed everything about van life for us, was you have to realize that you're not on holiday.
No.
You're working and living on the road. It's very different.
You may wake up at holiday location.
Yes, yeah, you know, so you're always in these amazing spots, but you have to set time aside to work, set time aside, you know, for school, and then weirdly enough, you have to set time aside to travel, to be on holiday, you know. So okay, next month we're going to go to this location. We'd prefer not to work, take the time off, and travel. But yeah, try. Everybody should try. If you don't like it, you can always back out. Coming on to the outside of the van, or near outside of the van, we've got some cool stuff happening here. So in here we got our little tech cupboard, very messy, but it's the best. Having somewhere you can just throw the stuff in. That's where our cameras are, drones, all that kind of stuff, chargers, batteries. In here we got access to our inverter and battery if we need to, but obviously don't need to do that very often. So we've got a 210 amp hour lithium battery, we run on 12 volts, and then 330 watts of solar on the roof. It's 3 110 watt panels, and they're called 6 thin panel solar panels. We've got our little control box here that we can see, as well as our water meter, so we can tell how much fresh water and grey water we have. So our power, depending on, especially in summer when it's nice and sunny, I think we could go almost indefinitely, to be honest. The sun really charges quite well, and we don't use a lot on a daily basis. The fridge is ultra efficient, and unless I'm sitting on my computer all day, every day, there's not much drawing the power. So we could go for a significant amount of time. If it rains for a few days, it can get a bit sketchy, but I'd say 4 or 5 days probably at any time we can go without being plugged in. Okay, and then over here we have something that we added on the road, something we realized we didn't include in the original plans was a laundry basket. We thought it would be fine to just have a bag that floats around the van, but it got really, really annoying really fast. So we put this in, and now we have our own little laundry chute there. So, and then our pouch. So this is for our quick grab and go stuff. We have kids, so they constantly like running around outside. So we've got our sunscreen, sunglasses, that kind of stuff in here. Just the stuff we use all time, every day that you need access to very fast. So at the top, we've got a really nice 3 meter long awning. It extends out 2.5 meters, really nice big space. I made it. It was one of those things that I looked at buying one off the shelf, and I realized I could do it for a fraction of the price. So we did. It's honestly, not to brag too much, but it's better than half the awnings we've seen. You just wind it up and down. It's really strong, doesn't go anywhere in wind. It's incredible. And it's attached on the roof rack that I also made. Same problem. Looked at the ones you can get. They were insanely expensive and didn't quite offer what we needed. So we made the roof rack from scratch. We've got a nice roof deck up there, and we've got storage under the solar panels, which is amazing. Moving on to the rear, what we have here is a sort of a multi-purpose rack. We've got bike rack for the kids' bikes. We had our bikes on originally, but we never used them and they were getting destroyed being out in elements all the time. So we took those off and just have the kids here. We've got this outside shower, which extends out, and we can have the most amazing showers out in the elements. It's got hot water from the water heater inside. So, it doesn't matter where we are, we can have amazing outside showers, which we love. And then our 2 gas tanks that supply the geyser, and then the gas cooktop. The gas will last us, if we do full both bottles, and they're 3 kilogram bottles, it'll probably last us around 3 to 6 months, depending on how much we cook, really. So now going into the back of the van, we've got a whole bunch of stuff here. We needed a lot of storage here because of things like snorkeling equipment and skateboards for the kids and rollerblades for the kids. Got all of our braaiing or barbecuing fire stuff in here with our outside chairs. We keep our power cords here, our hose pipes here. We've got all of our fittings and tools and hose connections and stuff. And that's a really useful space. And then what we have on this side is our shower connection. We just plug it in and then hang it outside. The other thing that we have, which is kind of unique and really cool, is we can extend this back bed out to become a king size. So we just pull these out, and we've got 2 mattresses that sit on top. We've got a tent that goes over the back. Then we've got a super luxurious extra length bed. Yeah, so the tent was something that we added. We'd been on the road for a few months and realized we would really like to be able to sleep with the doors open more, have an outside feel, but also don't want to be completely outside. So we came off the road for a week or 2, and between Erin and I, we made a tent. It took some trial and error, took a lot of grief to get it to fit properly, because as you can imagine, it's not exactly a square space. So making it was an effort, but it came out really nicely. We've got a waterproof mesh on it. We can open it up if we do want the wind to come in. So it really does extend the space and gives us a lot more usable area. And over here, we've put in a water filler. So what we can do is we can either fill up the water tank here, or what's more useful, I find, is if you're near enough a tap, you can connect the hose straight to here, flip the switch inside, and then you've got a permanent connection. You can use as much water as you want. You can shower as many times as you want, and that really helps us a lot. Underneath, we've got 65 liters of water storage, and then 65 liters of grey water. Yeah, and then over here we have our ladder that we made to access our roof deck. It also helps me get to things like the axe, which is up there. Our kayak is stored up there with our climbing equipment, all that kind of stuff. It just gives us access. And, you know, obviously to the paddle as well.
So we run together a graphic design agency. Matthew's the creative and I'm the admin. It's a good balance.
It's nice, you know, it enables us to work remotely. We have clients that we've had for years and years and years, so they love the idea. We thought it might be touch and go. We thought maybe people would worry about us not being able to do the work, but yeah, they actually all found as entertaining as us, and they you know they love seeing where we are and following us on social media and stuff. And, you know, whenever we have Zoom calls, so where are you now? You know, they get quite excited.
Yeah.
So the working has come quite naturally on the road, which is nice. And we've filmed a lot of what we're doing. So we've got our Awesome Road Trip YouTube site. And Awesome Road Trip on Instagram as well, where we like to try and keep people updated. It's often hard to keep it constant, but yeah, we love doing that as well.
Yeah. Thanks for coming and seeing our house. We enjoy showing you and showing you all the love and care we put into it.
And now we're going to get back to our amazing view.